Good morning, third graders. It is Wednesday, March 25th. You made it to the middle of the week. Today is Wacky Wednesday on your Spirit Week. It's create something out of Play-Doh, Legos, or anything else, but it must be self-designed. It means you've designed it yourself. And have mom or dad share a picture on Facebook, or mine, or email, and I can share with everyone. That would be awesome. I'd love to see what you would create today. All right, language is pretty simple today as far as your paper. And we're going to do diagramming sentences. Okay, we've diagrammed our subject and our verb. So I have a sentence on the board. We're going to start with that, and then we're going to add in our adjective. And you just have 3 on your paper. So hopefully you'll get through that pretty quickly and you'll understand what we're doing. All right, so we're going to diagram our subject and our verb. So the sentence says, silver glitter spilled on the floor. Okay, remember, we divide our sentence before the action word. Our action word is our verb. Underline it twice. Subject is glitter. Okay? Then we're going to take it and we're going to put the subject on this side. I didn't want my G to run into my black, but it looks kind of short. And then your verb is spilled. So you write that on the board. All right, so we already know how to do that part. So we're going to add, where do we put the adjective? Well, the adjective is describing the subject. So we're going to do, let me move this so you can see. Okay, all you do is draw a slant line down here. Okay, the word that describes our noun is silver. So I'm going to write silver on this line. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to divide your sentence between your, right before your action word. And then you're going to find your verb, underline it twice, subject once. Then you're going to look at your subject and you're going to see, do you have any adjectives that are describing your subject? You draw a slanted line. If you have more than one, you'll just draw another slanted line. If you look at page 149, it says diagramming subjects, verbs, and adjectives. It gives you an example. Then number 1, mark the sentence. So you're going to mark your sentence, which I didn't circle the adjective in my sentence, but you're going to mark your sentences. So that involves between, you divide right before the action word, underline the action word twice because that's our verb. And then snow here was our subject. And then they circle the adjectives, the and white, drew an arrow to them, to snow. So when they went to diagram it, they put snow in the subject, fell in the verb, and then the 2 words that describe snow are the and white. Okay, so it says think, mark the sentence, diagram the subject, verb, and adjective. So read your sentences, mark it just like they did on number 1. Make sure you remember to circle your adjectives and draw an arrow to the noun. Or here it's the subject that it's describing. And then you just fill in what needs to be filled in there. All right, that's pretty simple for today. We're going to move to math, and it is a review day today because tomorrow is your quiz. I do want to let you know, if you go back a couple pages when we did plotting points on a line graph, you will be doing that on your quiz this week. So you remember the first number goes across and the second one goes up. So we're going to look at your math page. Before I want to do that, I want to go over some, let's see if you remember your Roman numerals. Okay, so I is 1, hope you said 1, V 5, X, hope you said 10. Okay, what is L? 50, C, 100. All right, what is D? 500, and M is 1,000. That's it. All right, let's see if you know these. Let's see if you remember these from last week. I'm going to wait till I flip it over, so see if you can get it at home. The boiling point of water in Fahrenheit, 212. The freezing point of water, Fahrenheit, 32 degrees. Normal body temperature in Fahrenheit, 98.6. Let's see if you remember the Celsius one I showed. Freezing point of water, 0 degrees Celsius. The boiling point of water, Celsius, 100 degrees. And the normal body temperature with Celsius is 37. I hope you got those. I know they are challenging and new to us. I wanted to look at number 1. It says draw a triangle around the whole numbers. a trapezoid around the fraction, and a right angle around the mixed numbers. Well, we haven't talked about right angles in a long time. So I'm going to do a couple of those so you can see examples, and then we'll talk through your paper. So let me get them on the board. Get rid of this. We're just going to look at the first 3, 4, and 7/8. Then we have 16 and 7/9. Okay, so let's look at the directions again. It says to draw a triangle around the whole numbers, a trapezoid around the fractions, and a right angle around the mixed numbers. Well, we have a mixed number because we have a whole number and a fraction. So a right angle is just you come down and then across. Okay, the whole numbers, we have to do triangles. We know those. Okay, the trapezoid is a little tricky, and I tell you, you haven't been to art school yet, so I don't expect it to be perfect. But the way to draw one around there is this. And it kind of slants down. It doesn't have to be perfect. 2 is round to the nearest dollar. 3, draw lines to match your Roman numerals. Then for 4, you have a story problem. It is only 1 step. 5, write the quotients. 6, divide. It says write the remainder as a fraction. 7, follow the signs. Check your work for C and D. 8, write the temperatures. You got a brain booster. And then number 2 on homework says write the products. All right, science is done for the week. Or actually, no, sorry, today is test day. So let's go over your science test. Oh, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. All right. You can use your book for science. That's fine. I know it's hard to take a test away from here, but you're welcome to use your book if you would like. If you don't want to use your book, you don't have to. If you look at, we are going to be on 11.7D. Okay, it says draw a line from the word in the first column to the description that best matches it in the second column. So you have comet, meteor, asteroid, constellation, meteorite. Then it says fill in the circle next to the correct answer. So you'll read those. On the back it says use the next page, sorry, use the word bank to complete the sentence. You have galaxy, Big Dipper, spiral, irregular. So you'll read 9, 10, and 11 and fill those in. And then follow the directions using complete sentences. That means write your answers in a sentence. Okay, it says astronomers study the universe, including the sun, the planets, and all the other objects in space. Write about how telescopes help astronomers do their job. Then 14, the North Star is part of the Little Dipper. Tell how this can be important to a person lost in the woods. All right, so when you finish that, Mom and Dad can look at it. can send them the answer key if they need. You can use your book. I'd like you to bring that back to school to see what you know. All right, that does do it for Wednesday. I hope you have an awesome Wednesday, and we'll see you on Thursday.